All right, day 2 of camp. How's everybody looking? What are your impressions?
Day 2, I think if you were in here long enough, you felt the energy, you heard everyone, the communication has been awesome. It's just been fun. The last few days have just been about them and trying to get them to buy into some of the things that we're trying to put in early and just build them.
A lot of communication. I know that was a big emphasis for you. How have you kind of been getting in their ears to just be like, keep talking, keep talking?
I'm able to say it, but the vets that are here are just reinforcing it. They're on the sidelines talking. Tori, Edub, who's not participating right now, and even the ones that are. Like everybody is just bought into. That's what we're trying to work on. Be high-level communicators.
You have a little bit of the disparity between the rookies and your big vets. You have your second-year players. What have you seen from them, and what have you liked from them?
I like the fact that our vets have come in and they've just taken everybody, and everybody's just tried to help everybody grow a little bit every day. Like we're trying to make sure that like we don't come here tomorrow or tonight, actually, because we do have a second practice, and we get better somehow. And so Emma Cannon said that in our huddle. She said, "Hey, it's even better than it was yesterday," and that's all you're trying to do.
How important are spots on the floor? Do you feel like that's going to be focused the 2 days before?
Yeah, I think at the pro level, you have to give people that have an ability or a talent to do something with it. And if you're all on top of each other, that's just really hard to do. So we're really focused on keeping our players on our X's, understanding like if you just do something, do it hard. And if it's okay if you mess up, just find somewhere to space and give your teammates places to work.
A lot of transition focus. How much do you feel like on both?
Transition offense or defense? Yeah, transition defense. I don't think we did, but we didn't even do an offensive drill yesterday. We played some offense last night, but we really worked on our transition defense. That's one of the things we want to be really good at. And then our pace, which is our transition offense. So it's going to be some madness. It's going to look like madness at times, but it's going to click, and then it's going to be a really beautiful thing.
How do you feel like it has clicked so far?
There was some light today. There was a little bit of light today that we saw, and that's good. We're just trying to figure out, like, yesterday was kind of like to create a baseline, and then today we kind of took it and broke it down to our needs.
You've had 2 camp as a head coach. What have you kind of learned about this process yourself? How this?
Yeah, a friend of mine is here, Jonah Hurskew. He worked with me in Chicago, and he's my guy, and he said, look, he listened to my voice and lose my voice. He said, but hey, you've got to take time to just like sit back and find a way to enjoy. I think we're just all like trying to get to work and figure out what we have to do next. Like, just take a step back and look at what all this is happening. Like, this wasn't happening, I don't think, the last couple of years. These guys are in here working. After a third practice, that was really hard.
The energy is something new, compared to last year. Is that something you took from Atlanta? Is that something your own personal philosophy? Where does that kind of?
No, I think that's just who I am. I think that's something that if you talk to anybody that I've coached in this league, I think that changes the whole environment. When you have energy, Jesse has energy, Paul has energy, we're all bringing something. And then we level each other out when we need to. But we have to bring it, we expect them to bring it.
You guys jump into preseason play pretty quickly after the first day of camp. How do you kind of balance getting the foundations laid while also being like, you got to be game ready soon enough?
Yeah, if you have some advice on that, I'll take it. But yeah, we've got to establish some groundwork. Like, we can't skip steps. And so yesterday, after we finished our practice, watching the video, we knew we needed to come in today and like really break some things down. So we're not looking for anything until May 19th. Like that's our focus, May 19th.
How impressed are you with Aaliyah already with how she's done in the first couple days at the pro level?
I mean, she is who she is. She's talking. She's asking 1,000 questions, which is awesome. After we had our first team meeting, it was really intense. I just wanted to check in with her. I was like, hey, you good? She goes, Coach, I'm ready to go. She's like, this is so exciting. So she's been great. She's really bonded with a lot of players. Everybody's kind of bought into the same, what we're trying to get done.
How have you seen her kind of fit in with Queen and Alyssa, who've been playing together for about 1 million years, it feels like?
Yeah, they have, haven't they? I think it's just a different dynamic. It's another layer of what we can do. Queen and AB have been really battling, and I love that. That's what we talked about, right? Like, training camp was going to be competitive. It has been really competitive. We're going to have some scrimmages tonight. It's going to be great because now we've laid some groundwork on what they can see what's coming later and next.
Let's start with the energy. A lot of energy out here. It looks a lot different than training camp last year. How are you feeling about it?
Yes, I'm so excited. These girls are amazing to compete with, to work with. They're amazing getting to know. The energy has been fantastic. Definitely different from last year, so it's a step ahead already. So we're just excited to kick things off. Day 2 has been amazing so far, and another workout later, and we're ready to go.
How are you feeling about Coach Sides?
I like her so far. You know, she brings energy, she brings intensity, and she forces you to compete. She forces people to make decisions, and I feel like she does a good job instilling confidence in people.
A lot of transition work, both offensively and defensively. How have you guys kind of started to settle in as bigs?
I would say just being patient, taking things day by day. Obviously, yesterday was a little more chaotic, so just realizing what we did yesterday that didn't work, trying to improve and make adjustments, and just being patient and letting the offense come to us, I feel like is what's really changed the game for us today.
You, Melissa, Henny, and Lexie, you guys are in like the weird, not really super vets, but also not rookies anymore as these second-year players. So how do you personally feel about that, and what are you trying to take into year 2?
Well, I'm just trying to help the younger ones. Obviously, I'm not a rookie, so it's a more expectation. I'm definitely ready for it. Just helping Aaliyah in any way I can, helping Victoria, helping LaDacia, just trying to get them to understand the game a little more. I know last year we didn't have a lot of vets in training camp, so we had to figure everything out. So I just want to be that vet to them.
To that end, how much easier is this for you with already a year under your belt? You know what to expect, you know what's coming every day.
Yeah, I think it definitely puts me a step ahead. Just knowing what the league is like and knowing what to bring every day and how to be a pro and what it's going to take. I feel like last year I didn't really know. I was kind of in the whim. I kind of felt like I was a pro. I kind of felt like some days I wasn't. So just trying to find that consistency of being a pro every single day.
The transition style, running a lot, how tricky has that been, and how exhausting is it? I feel like running all the time.
I like running, so I'm not opposed to it. It definitely is exhausting, but I like it. I like what we can do out of it. I like our motions and our offenses out of it, so it's going to be fun.
Have the spots been helpful?
Yes, it's definitely been helpful for especially the newer ones who are not aware of the speed and the positions on the floor and where they should and shouldn't be.
Christie's talked a lot about just being able to see backwards and just kind of what it means for bigs to kind of look backwards and see backwards. Do you feel like your court vision is also, you know, growing and improving with her?
Yeah, I definitely feel like I've been able to slow myself down a little bit. I feel like last year I was real frantic sometimes when I would play. And so this year being able to take a step back and just slow it down and understand what's happening and understanding what my teammates are doing has definitely helped me.
Perfect. Okay, day 2 of camp. How are you feeling being back on the court with everybody?
I'm super excited. I think we were all looking forward to this camp. New team, new culture, new coaching staff. We're really excited, and it's been fun so far.
A lot of energy. Kind
Yep.
of talk a little bit about that and what Coach Sides has been bringing to the table.
Yeah, I mean, Sides and all of the coaching staff just bring so much energy day in and day out, and I think as players we really feed off of that, so it's been super fun. It doesn't feel like work when we're all having fun together.
What's easier or different for you now that it's year 2, you've got a year under your belt, you know what to expect every single day?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just exactly that, knowing what to expect, coming in, not being as nervous because we've been through this before, and there's just so much confidence from teammates, from the coaching staff, you know, so it's not as nerve-wracking.
I asked a lot of you in the draft class last year about how helpful it would be to grow together. Now
Yep.
that you are back, do you
Yep.
feel that?
Yeah, I definitely feel that, and I think we've grown closer as people off the court, so it makes it that much more fun when we're on the court together and being able to grow together more.
What are your first impressions of Aaliyah up close?
She's big, she's strong, and she's fun, so I'm excited to play with her.
I'm going to ask you the same about Grace.
She's quick, she's fast, she's athletic, she's also super fun to play with, so super excited about the new people coming in.
A lot of transitional work that's been going down, a lot of focus on spacing. Do you feel like you're kind of slowing down your game or kind of reestablishing different pillars in your own game while going through this camp?
Yeah, I think it's helpful when you know where you're supposed to be, and the floor is space, and you know exactly where to go. So I think as a team we can play better together when everyone knows where each other are.
Lexie, tons of workouts here, Defensive Player of the Year for AU. Just how important was your off season and being able to get in here and be in flow?
I think just gaining confidence on both sides of the floor. Super happy that I was able to play in Athletes Unlimited and gain some experience playing against some really great players. So, I just put a work in over the off season, and now training camp's finally here. So super excited.
Impressions of Christie so far?
I love her. She's great.
How do you kind of balance being a more senior player but not like a true vet and not being a rookie anymore, kind of like embracing that second year energy and all of that, just because you guys are a really big group? There are 4 of you.
Yeah. I think it's just, being a friendly face for those rookies. Someone I feel like I know more what I'm doing now, so I can try to coach them and help them when they need it. And it just feels good not to be, fresh first time here.
Cool. Thank you.
Perfect.
Thanks so much,
Thank you.